Action?
Yes.
Hello, welcome to the Turner's home video, where to put lights. This is where I'm recommending to put lights. Living room is going to have 6 lights. I would recommend one light here, just to the side enough to not cast shadows down the hallway. Another light here, similar distance away from the walls here. And then we'll have matching lights here and here. So that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. These lights will be the same distance away from this wall as those lights are away from the wall behind the hutch there. So, Pablo, if you could come over here. There'll be 3 light switches on this wall. This on the left would be for the recessed lights in the living room. The next one would be for 8 recessed lights in the kitchen area. And the next would be for the pendant lights over the island. So those are your 3 lights, switches here that I'm recommending. All this is flexible. You have roughly 2 lights, 2 lights, 2 lights, 2 lights, all about the same. I think these in here may adjust a little bit. We'll draw the cabinet outline. We may want these lights, we may want them to be a little bit like this. So the lights out there will be spaced more like this light and this light. And the lights in the kitchen, perhaps, will be more like this and this. And that is very small details. If you care about any of that, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just do what, I guess once we draw out the cabinet outline, we'll just do what we think is best. We do this all the time and kind of have our way of doing things that is industry standard kind of things. So let me know if you care. Light switches over here. So you're going to have a light switch over there behind the refrigerator for the recessed lights in the kitchen and the pendant lights. Over here, I would recommend having one switch here for the recessed lights in the kitchen, one switch here for the pendant light, and here, the under cabinet lights, we can either have switched here or here. Originally, I was thinking about having it over there on that wall, but it's not, this is not inconvenient, any more inconvenient than this. I'd like to have it as convenient as possible, but because I think they're really useful. I think this is as good as anything. We might as well leave it here. That's a question for you, though. If you prefer to have the under cabinet light switch here or over here. If you could stand back over there, big shot. This framing is going really well. The temporary wall is in place right now. We'll put our posts here and here and install the beam later today. That's all the questions that I have. There's one more issue that we ran across, and that is the floor here is different heights. So this is the subfloor in the living room, and this is the subfloor in the sunroom. 3/4 inch plywood, 3/4 inch plywood, and they're different heights. So we could do 2 things. We could either slope this up gradually from here to here, perhaps, so you get a little bit of a slope up of a 1/2 inch difference, or we could have a transition strip that just kind of levels between the two. Both are fine options. I think the transition strip would look normal. I think that if it were me, I might go with the transition strip, because sloping sometimes, I don't know, sloping feels better when you walk over it, and yet it might connotate like old house. But I don't think that's a good question. Let me know what you think if you care one way or the other. And if you don't, then I'll continue to think about it myself. Maybe we can ask Angel, my flooring guy, if he has a recommendation. But that's an issue that we'll have to come across. The last thing, 3 pass-through wires that we had talked about, we'll have to move. Small additions to the estimate. But this one here goes from floor to ceiling. This one goes from floor to ceiling, as well as this black wire here. It goes from floor to ceiling as well. It goes up to through the ceiling over there behind where the old stove was. So that's it. I'll talk to you all soon.